Hey, how long you been cutting my hair, man?
Since you got early teens.
How y'all doing, man? I'm Thomas Mundy, and this is Tom Talks Barbershop Edition. And I'm here with my homeboy, man, Ed Williams, man, from Africa.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Ed actually been cutting my hair since I was about 12, 13 years old. So, Ed got about 30 years of cutting my hair. And I can remember back then, you used to get a top-notch haircut with designs, your name, cutting your head, everything for $10. Now it's $30 for a basic cut.
That's for a basic cut. Shit done went up, though. Clippers went up. Even the price of alcohol went up.
You know what I mean?
99 cents to $2. Yeah. No, I'm talking about the alcohol.
Oh yeah, for
that
your
I
head.
put on. Yeah.
One of the things that I like about the movie Barbershop was it reminded me of what my barbering experience used to be from when I was a child all the way up until now. The barbershop was like where men come to really talk about men issues without fear of judgment or somebody running back, running their mouth or any of that stuff, We got to really be authentically us at the barbershop.
What you do in the barbershop, stay in the barbershop. Stay in the barbershop, stay in the barbershop. Gotta come to the barbershop to get that knowledge, though.
For real,
it comes from in different ways.
So, the barbershop is kind of like a therapeutic experience, so to speak, man. For real, because you can come here, man, and get some good information for one, because, everything going on in the barbershop. Back in the day, you come over here, house, get your hair cut. It's a nigga there selling dogs. It's a nigga there selling DVDs, CDs. It's a nigga there selling T-shirts. It's a nigga there selling drinks, alcohol, like anything you need, you can get it at the barbershop.
Get what you want at the barbershop.
So it's a great pleasure, man, for me to kind of be sitting in this chair right now with one of the guys that was cutting my hair since I was a kid. Back in them days, my mama was paying for my haircut, right? And Ed was the kind of barber, man, that if your mama ain't had the money right then and there, he'll still cut your hair and let her hit you off when she got paid. You know what I'm saying? So, Ed don't always been a community staple, man. And, like I said, it's just a pleasure, man, for me to be interviewing him today. So, Ed, man, let the people know, man, how long you been cutting hair, bro?
To this year, 40 years. I've been cutting hair 40 years, easy.
40 years.
It don't even seem like it, man. Because I still get up every day wanting to cut hair. You know what I'm saying?
What made
it ain't
you,
no job to me no more, Tom.
What made you want to stop cutting hair, bro?
Hey, that's a fun ass question. Alright, you know my nephew Brandon, right? Alright. My sister was cutting everybody hair first. She got pregnant with Brandon. She stopped cutting hair, so the people kept coming to the door. Want their hair cut. So I just picked up a pair of clippers. I ain't bragging, but I was good when I first picked them up. I still cut the first person hair I ever cut in my life. Sugar Bear. You know Sugar Bear.
Yeah, you talking about Kareem and Barber brothers Sugar Bear, right?
Yeah. He ain't got that much hair no more, but I still cut it.
So you mean to tell me on your first go around, you actually did a good job?
I did a Nike sign and Sugar Bear hair. And ever since then, everybody else started coming to me. And then they started seeing those signs I was doing and all that I was doing. And they started coming to me. After it just grew out of proportion. I had a customers everywhere, coming from everywhere.
And that was your very first haircut?
Yep, Sugar Bear.
Wow, man. I was ready to ask you who taught you. How did you pick up on Barber?
Yeah. It was just like, I picked up on it just about cutting hair because my friend needed a haircut. I picked the clippers up and I was good. I wasn't taught. This wasn't taught. God sent. This was God sent.
You know, man, and that's kind of amazing, man, because you know, when I got locked up, I tried my hand at cutting people hair, man. And I swear I almost got into a few fights behind it because, you know, some guys going to visitation, man, and I messed them up pretty bad, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but,
you know,
it seems like what you do, I probably couldn't even do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you ain't going to be able to do everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the next man, that's what he was put here for. Like what you do,
mm-hmm.
that's what you was put here for, bro. Because who else can do it like God? You know what I'm saying? You can't too many people do what you do, bro. Or got the time to do what you do, or want to find the time to do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How many people you know dying to cut hair?
Not
See,
many.
it's whatever you do, just get it and do it.
So for you think it's just basically because it's just part instinct and part love. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, part instinct and part love. Plus, I got a full-time job, man. I got a full-time job. But I never stopped cutting hair.
To the young guys coming up, man, that might want to be barbers, man, would you consider this to be a lucrative business, one worth pursuing?
Well, when I first started cutting hair, it was lucrative. It was lucrative. But now, you go downtown, Tom, you'll see 10 barbershops in a 2-mile radius. Would you say that's watered down?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But out of those 10 barbershops, you probably have like 3 people out of 10 barbershops that can really cut hair. You know what I'm saying? So everybody want to cut hair. That's just like I was just talking about. Do what you do the best. Don't waste your time cutting hair if you ain't gonna never get it right. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's something else for you to do. That don't mean you garbage. That means it's something else for you to do. He ain't put everybody here to cut hair. He ain't put everybody here to cut hair.
So do you cut women's hair too?
Occasionally, but I would rather not. Women too choicy. Let me take that back. Sometimes when you don't specialize in doing women hair, what you think is good is a mess up to them. So I don't want to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'll take you your neck, but as far as cutting your hair down and giving you styles and all that shit, I don't want it. I don't want that. That ain't my call. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between cutting hair and beautician.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't about to jump out my lane for nothing.
Well, let me ask you this, man. Would you say that... All right, let's talk about female barbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just like you said, you don't feel like, you know, you're the person for cutting and styling women's hair. Do you feel that women are better at styling women's hair and men are better at styling men's hair?
Nah, hell no. You got some people, some men that can fix the hell out of women's hair, and you got some women that can cut the hell out of men's hair. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying whatever they're calling it, stick to that. Don't try to do everything. You know what I'm saying? A woman might be called to cut men's hair. You know what I'm saying? A man might be called to do women's hair. But whatever you do, in this beautician barber, it ain't who do it the best. It's who can do it, bro. Because you got all different type of people. You got all different type of people and all different type of opinions. So my opinion is different from your opinion, but both our opinions 100%. We stand behind it 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just don't agree.
Yeah, that's what you like, and that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? That's so, you know, as far as a barber and a beautician, it's whatever the people like. That's why you got to go out and make your clientele. It ain't no formula to making a clientele, but the formula of your work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Your work brings the people to you. Not just because your name Tom bring the people to you. I ain't gonna come to you and you mess my head up and just so I can say Tom cut it. Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
How many hairstylists and barbers have come out of your family tree?
Well, as far as my sisters and brothers or cousins and all them,
All inclusive.
yeah, I can't count. I got family in different states doing hair. You know what I'm saying? I got cousins, nephews, Rod cut hair. You know, I taught them. My sister, my mom taught her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the styles changed, and my sister just started doing the thing with the hair, because my mom just had them big old rollers on Sunday. You remember how
she used to curl
back
hair.
in the day? Yeah. Spent a whole day curling hair.
Hot stove.
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest change that you've seen?
The clippers. The hairstyle just go around the circle. Like this hairstyle you get now.
Yeah, you getting this
I
like
was,
in the day.
I was cutting this hairstyle back in the day. Like the fade that they done gave the booster. That ain't a boosted fade. That's a high ball fade. You know what I'm saying? They don't see, like, if you don't read your history, you'll never know what's new. Never know what's old. Ain't nothing new, really. You know what I'm saying? If you go a further back past the 60s, men were wearing skinny pants then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had a nice fit suit on. But it won't call European cut, was it? See? Black men was wearing skinny jeans, but it won't call European cut. So they just took European cut, and by the kids not knowing that European cut was wore back in the day, it just won't call that.
No, it was just called fitted.
Yeah.
And that's what you wore. You didn't wear big baggy clothes back in the day.
Yeah.
Everything was, kind of tapered to your body.
Then when hip hop came out, baggy clothes came out.
Just like you see how the bell bottoms are starting to come back
back out,
around. Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. What style from back in the day that you feel like should never come back out?
You talking about haircut?
Anything. Clothes, haircut, anything. Well, I think the gumby should never come back.
I think, as far as haircuts, well, me as a barber can't say that, because if you come to me with that money and say, cut my hair like this,
I'm going to cut your hair.
it's bad. The haircut back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's back. I ain't gonna say, no, man, I don't do that no more. No, I gotta cut it, man.
Well, what style you feel like should never come back, man, from back in the day?
Well, the shag.
You know, the Texas boys be doing the shag.
Yeah, but it look funny to me. You know, I'm a barber, man, but I ain't had a haircut or roundup or nothing in about 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I just something about me. I don't like to look all that neat like that. And at my age, I think I should, dog. Don't you think so? 50 years old and walk around with braids? Most people will say that, but shit, I don't need for nothing from none of them motherfuckers, so they can think what they want to think.
What's the haircut that you hate to cut?
That I hate to cut? A free one.
Yeah, I feel that.
A free one? Shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
After that, a haircut I hate to cut, a kid that ain't gonna hold still.
Well, like we was telling the viewers earlier, you've been cutting hair for 40 years now, man. So that means you've been a part of the community for 4 decades.
Yeah.
What are the biggest changes you've seen in the community from back then all the way up until now?
When we were young, we still had respect for grown folk, man. We always knew grown folk was the guidance. Don't ignore the guidance. You know what I'm saying? If you ignore the guidance, you gonna miss the message, boy. You gonna be out there on your own after a while, not knowing anything. Cause you thought you knew it all. Like, if you walking down the street, you see somebody the moment you know, you ain't gonna keep doing the same thing. These kids these days, man, they don't care if that's your mama. She just happened to see that shit. She gonna see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna stop just because of her. But yet still, the day before, they, hey, Mr. Jones, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? That ain't real, bro. I like real. And if you do a lot of real stuff, it's gonna make you stay straight and narrow, bro. It's when you get fake, man. The fake dudes want to be with the real dudes. Not saying, like, real dudes, I mean, the ones on the left. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then you get a dude from the right want to jump over to the left. But ain't grew up doing it. He just newly doing it. Either he gonna get messed over by his boys or somebody in the street. Cause that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? You need that to be you, what you gonna do in life. Especially when it's deadly like that. Street standard. And you willing to jump out there and that ain't even you for real.
You know, both of us grew up around after, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you couldn't step out of line. You had to be you. You had to be real. And somebody was gonna check that.
you know, I just think about, man, how many people that, you know, over the course of years that we've lost to gun violence, mass incarceration, drug addiction.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about Athens is, you know, if people remember Athens, old Athens, it was really basically one big city block.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like a city unto itself because, you know, if you was from Athens, you pretty much stayed around Athens. You might have went other places and stuff, but you pretty much did Athens.
Yeah. You ain't have to do nothing there. Everything came to us. It was so fun down there. In the mix of all what was going on, it was still fun. You wouldn't have thought it was like that. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, I feel like what kept me from really falling victim to Afton was first of all, my mom. Second of all, my family. I couldn't let my sisters, you know, my brothers, you know, the type of family I couldn't let them see me goddamn disrespect them like that. My mama all I had, bro. I had to respect her. No matter what. And it got me somewhere. I wouldn't say it was a waste of my damn time listening to my mama. But I got proof that it was a waste of my damn time hanging down after. These young boys out here cutting hair today, man, they said 25% cutting hair, 75% spraying and dyeing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen a dude today in Walmart. He had his hair way up here. Where they wanted his hair with paint, and he light skinned and shit was jet black. But his hair brown. I looked, told my wife, look at this dude, man. That shit look different to me because I ain't never did it like that. I ain't never put no black spray or none of that stuff in nobody's head. So when I see it, I wonder, do they be doing it or they got black stuff all
I know
here?
exactly what you're talking about because I've seen it myself. No, I ain't never get mine like I'll never get mine like that. It's gonna follow my natural line.
Yeah.
But I used to get my beard sprayed, but it just got to the point where I just stopped doing it because, you know, your hair grow back so fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's still people out there that get their beard sprayed. It's just to the point where, you know, they get their beard sprayed, but I'm talking about that Beijing.
Yeah, the fake
black
line.
stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
there.
about. Yeah, the fake lines, the high lines.
You know what I'm saying?
No, when I used to get my beard sprayed, I make it, you know, kind of coincides with my natural line. It just be the darken up the gray. You know what I'm saying? But I stopped doing that too because, you know, when you're doing that, man, especially for a person that got as much gray as me, you literally got to be getting your shit sprayed every 2-3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Because all that fucking new growth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, and that's expensive, man. You know, that stuff ain't cheap.
So that's why they make those, they make it like that. A barber like me, if you don't need a haircut, bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro, you don't really need a haircut. All you need to do is
get a line.
You got joined up and brush your hair. Especially my clients. My clients, in their 50s just like me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, some of them, they losing their shit. But I encourage them, don't go with all that old dye and stuff like that, man. I pick on them and everything, too.
And then, you know, another thing is when the sun hits some of that dye, it kind of turns like a red, reddish brown.
Now you're a redhead.
Yeah, I had that happen to me too, man. So that's why I just stopped using it. I just rock the gray now.
Like, oh, Tom, change color.
Yeah, whenever I want to kind of cover this gray up a little bit, I just shadow it close to my face, you know?
Uh-huh. The problem with me, I can't grow it like that. Man, I can't even grow gray hair, man.
Let me ask you a question, man. You've been cutting hair 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
How many people who hair used to cut do you think is dead now, man? And how has that affected you?
It, like, you could be cutting a person hair today. As soon as you get out of your chair, he go across town, he be dead the next 15, 20 minutes. That right there, that happened to me probably about, I say, more than 20 times, you know what I'm saying? In 40 years, that happened to me more than 20 times. Somebody that had just cut their hair, and in the next 20 minutes to an hour, they dead. Or the concert they came to get their haircut for, they died at that concert, and I just had a conversation with them. You know, that type of thing. That used to sit heavy on me, man. Like half of the time, I'm like, maybe if he wouldn't have got a haircut by me, I beat myself up about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, as a barber, you gonna meet a whole lot of people. I'm meeting a whole lot of people, and then it's in this condensed place, Richmond. You know what I'm saying? This place is, everybody know each other. You know what I'm saying? So I know everybody now, just by cutting hair. I wouldn't say I'm a celebrity, but I'm somebody to know when it comes down to cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? I don't put myself out there like I'm this and I'm that. I know I can cut hair. You know what I'm saying? I ain't better than Tom. I ain't better than you. I ain't better than nobody. I just love cutting hair. And let other people brag on my design. You know what I'm saying? Back then. Now I just love cutting hair.
Well, you know, it's commonly said that in the black community, man, we don't seek help for mental health issues and things of that nature. And I beg to disagree. I feel as if we do. It just comes in a different form. You know, for years, man, black men have been going to the barbershop to talk about black men issues. And black women have been going to the beauty parlor to talk about black women issues. So I believe that we've always had outlets to kind of deal with our mental health issues, just not the traditional ones that, some mothers like to say is the best method or, service delivery for us. Me personally, I prefer the barbershop because I feel like the shared experience, you know, these people that really come from what we come from, seen what we seen, live what we live. So I feel like, you know, the advice is just more solid coming from this type of person. You know, not to discredit what mental health professionals do, because, you know, what they do is important because, you know, of course I wouldn't let Ed prescribe me no medication, you know what I'm saying? But you know, when it comes to just giving some good solid advice, man, this is one of the places I like to come to get it because I know it's genuine and that it's 100. This has been another edition of Tom Talks, the barbershop edition. I want to thank my man, Ed, man. He's been cutting my head since I was a kid, man.
Peace.
Appreciate you, brother, man. This one was special, man. This is like, returning back to the root. You know what I'm saying? Love, man.